This is Delgar the Casual Gamer bringing you my very first Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay commentary. In this gameplay I am playing Domination on the map Tremor. I'm using the M27 LMG with the grenade launcher secondary. This is actually the loadout you get when you choose the heavy weapons expert. I'm also running the Assault Score Streak package, and it's just the basic standard setup for the Assault. It's the SATCOM, the Guard Dog, and the Maniac. So I just thought I would give my initial thoughts on what I think of the new Call of Duty. I've been playing it quite a lot for the past couple of days, and I gotta say, overall, I'm really having a lot of fun. Sure, you know, there's been a couple of times where I've been really frustrated, but those times are actually few and far between. For the most part, I've just been having a blast. But like any game, there's definitely a mix of the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's get the bad and the ugly out of the way first. Let's see. The bad. What's bad about Call of Duty Ghosts? I should preface that this is in my opinion what I think is bad, not, you know, what is actually really bad. I'm a little disappointed that they sort of went away from the Black Ops 2 score streak type system. I really liked how Black Ops 2 rewarded objective-based play, especially in game modes like Kill Confirmed. Plus you got points for getting assists and stuff like that. So I think they took a step backwards by just going back to mostly kills. Yeah, you still get some points for capping a flag in Domination, and you get some points for scoring in Blitz, but I don't know. It seems like they went a little bit backwards. I kind of wish that they would have kept with the same similar type of score streak system from Black Ops 2. It's, you know, not a deal breaker, but, you know, I kind of miss it. And the reason that I miss it is it really rewards camping. And you know those annoying camping snipers, and they're going to be on every map, and they're going to camp and try and get their kill streaks, including the chem strike. And I just kind of wish that that wasn't the way. You know, I wish that you could only get like something like a chem strike by really hitting objectives hard, and that's just not the case. Another bad thing about Call of Duty Ghosts is, as far as I understand it, the dedicated servers are not live yet. So you will experience some lag spikes, and there still is a little bit of a lag compensation where it's not in your favor. However, what I have noticed is that it's really not as bad. Although it can kind of seem as bad because you die really fast in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, for me, I actually like this because I played a lot of hardcore in Black Ops 2, so I like the quick kill. And so I'm kind of used to it, but that could, you know, be an issue for some people. Some people might not really like the fast time to kill in core game modes. Now, what's ugly in Call of Duty Ghost? The maps. As you can see from this map right here, it looks pretty ugly. And a lot of the maps look like this. It's all ruined buildings and ruined areas. There's a couple of maps that, you know, look fairly nice, but for the most part, the maps are fairly ugly looking, and I think a lot of people don't like the maps, and they tend to be cluttered. There's a lot of rooms, there's a lot of levels. The maps are very busy, and you're either going to like that or you're not going to like that. The other thing about the maps is that they're really large for the most part. And for some game modes like Team Deathmatch, some of the maps you're never even going to get to score because you just never find enough people to kill. I imagine if it would okay, now that I got that out, I imagine that on next-gen consoles, with the bigger matches, you know, it might be better if you're playing 9-on-9 or 12-on-12, but some of these maps they're just enormous and a little bit too big. In objective-based game modes, such as Domination or Blitz, the larger maps aren't that big of a deal because there is a goal, although you're still going to find that sniper camping at the back of the map. So now what's good about Call of Duty Ghosts? Well, a lot. I like a lot of the game. I do like the fast time to kill. I like a lot of the guns. I like a lot of the kill streaks. I like the fact that the support and specialist kill streaks are back in the game. I like playing support because, well, you know, I die a lot, so it's nice to actually be able to call something in. But I play with some guys who are not really good at the game, And, you know, having that support option there means that they can actually progress towards something, whereas, you know, they're not going to be able to get some of the assault kill streaks. I personally haven't played with the specialist score streak yet. I plan on it, I just haven't. I've heard it's not quite as powerful as the Modern Warfare 3. Hold on. I'm a maniac on the floor. Yep, there I am on the floor. Look at me go. Way to waste your maniac. That was the first one I actually called in and got to use, and well, as you can see, I pretty much sucked with it. But the Specialist is not as powerful as it was in Modern Warfare 3, so, you know, it's not going to be like OP, but, you know, I'm going to still give it a shot. I just haven't got there yet. SATCOMs are way different than UAVs, and it's kind of interesting. If you were playing coordinated as a team, you could hold off and call in a bunch of SATCOMs at the same time, and I believe if you have 4 or 5 up going at the same time, it's basically like an advanced UAV or something like a VSAT, although I've never seen it quite in a game yet because I've never seen 4 or 5 called in all at once. The Oracle kill streak is kind of neat, allowing you to see enemies through walls. It pulses only every, I don't know, 10 or 12 seconds, so it's not very overpowered, but it can give you a hint of where the enemies are. And, you know, I've used it to my advantage a couple of times, so it's kind of a neat kill streak. I like the puppy dog. It's kind of a neat kill streak, and it can be pretty handy. Sometimes it, you know, doesn't do anything, and sometimes it can get you a ton of kills, so it's really, it's really situational. If your dog starts running after somebody far away, they'll probably shoot it down. But if somebody tries to sneak up behind you while the guard dog is active, he will alert you to their presence and attack them. So the puppy is kind of neat. Now, leveling and prestiging in this is a lot different than previous Call of Duties. Basically, it seems to be a lot slower, and I'm not 100% sure why that is, but it does definitely seem a lot slower. And rather than stuff unlocking at certain levels, well, okay, that's not 100% true. Perks unlock at certain levels. However, every time you level up, you gain 2 squad points. And you also gain squad points for completing operations. And you can use these squad points sort of like currency in the original Black Ops, and you can unlock weapons, attachments. You can also unlock the perks early rather than waiting to reach the appropriate level for when they unlock. Prestiging is also different in this version of the game because you don't really prestige. Basically, when one of your characters reaches max level, which I believe is level 60, you don't really prestige. But he's at max level, so you're basically done with that character. And there are 9 other characters that you can unlock and get to max level. When you use another character, you do not have access to anything that you purchased for the original character. However, all the squad points that you earn with any of the characters, because you can unlock any character at any time as long as you have the squad points to do it, basically you can spend any of the squad points earned from any character on any of the character that you're using, if that makes any sense at all. Ooh yeah, knife kill. Now, one way to get a bunch of squad points really quickly is to unlock some of the cheaper characters, and I believe the first 5 characters only cost about 3 squad points each to unlock, and you can choose a different loadout for each of the squad characters, giving you access to different weapons and different perks early on in the game. Pro tip, this is a good way to complete some of the operations for different perks and weapon attachments and such that you don't have access to on your main character. So all in all, I'm having a blast playing Call of Duty Ghosts, and I'm looking forward to playing it a lot in the future. Now, this wasn't a super awesome gameplay, but it was pretty solid on my part, with 23 kills and 7 caps. Oh, I'm also not happy with the scoreboard. It doesn't show off defends, but what are you going to do? Until next time, Delgar out.